So when you finally get what you want, you get that beautiful, gorgeous relationship, and you feel really calm and you feel really peaceful, and abundance is really flowing in your life, and you're smiling and you're really happy. One of the things that I want you to know is actually that breathing space and that quiet, that can actually feel really alarming to your nervous system, and specifically that of your inner child. And that's one of the things that I'd love to share with you in this video is when you've got that silence, that peace and that calm, it's not a time to go and look for more healing opportunities and to think there's something wrong for you. It's a time for you to sit with that silence and go, this is what it feels like. And what's happening is when you experience the silence and you're worried and you're anxious, it's because as a kid, you always grew up in chaos and you always had the next thing, the next thing. And you're not broken. You don't need to go and do something. It's that time to understand that actually, as a child, you never experienced any peace and quiet. You were always living in chaos, but that's not your fault. And what I'd love to share with you is I've learned to embrace the silence and embrace the peace and sit through the discomfort, because I've grown up for 40 years in constant chaos, in constant drama. There has always been something going on around me. And I bet you're like me, right? I was one of those people that used to be like, it's not me, it's everybody else. But what I can truly tell you is that actually that was what my inner child was experiencing. And how many of you have done that? How many of you can sit and go, it's not me, it's everybody else? But when you're saying that, that is actually your inner child that is working through you and is observing the world and going, yeah, but everybody else is in chaos. And one of the things that I've done with my inner child that has really, really helped is I've constantly reassured her. And what I say to her is, darling, this silence, this peace, this quiet, it's okay. We don't need to worry. We don't need to look for things. We don't need to find opportunities to keep us busy. This silence, this is really, really good. But I'm coming from a place where I've had so much trauma. And I always dreamt, probably like you, right, that it would be amazing and incredible, this space, this peace. And actually, it's been one of the most dysregulating times of my life. My life has been so quiet and peaceful since January 2026. And I'm making this video for you on the 7th of April 2026, right? And I've really had to embrace the peace and the silence. But I'm sharing what I'm doing to help you in my videos, because I've actually used this as a time to get closer to my parts. And if anything, this silence has really helped me do some of the deepest work I've ever done in my whole entire life. And what I'd love you to take from this is actually it's that connection with your inner child which really brings you this peace and this quiet. And I've got to say, like, there is no better healing modality than inner child work for me. Yes, every healing modality, it has its place. Everyone can say, oh my God, this is the greatest thing that you've ever done. But honestly, like, I didn't start doing inner child work until I really had to. But if I could ever go back, I would love to have done my inner child work first before now. But actually, having found LK, my beautiful, gorgeous inner child, what I found is whenever there's anything that happens in my life, I always go to her first. And yet, quite a lot of people go, if you work in the internal family systems model, for example, that will say to you, go to the protector first. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but one of the things that I've really realised with the peace and the quiet is I keep going to LK. I keep doing things with her. I keep making her feel safe, and we have great fun and we have great activities, and we go and play with the dogs, or we go and sit on the beach, or we go and chill, or we go and do whatever. But one of the things to really understand is you have to get comfortable with that peace and that quiet and not look for getting back into that drama. That's where I've really had to battle against, is that why is it so quiet? Surely it's going to pick up now. Surely it's going to get busier. But you know what? If anything, it's got even more quieter. It's got even more peaceful, because what you're being asked to do is feel that, accept that peace and that quiet and go, because that's what you dream of, right? When you're somebody that is on this childhood trauma healing journey, you dream of that time of peace. You dream of, oh my God, I can't even begin to imagine how incredible it will be. And then it happens. And yet, when it does happen, that's when it's so uncomfortable. And what I'm giving you in this video is lean into that peace, lean into that silence, and go and do things that are going to help you. Rather than going back to your old ways and using your old coping mechanisms, you've only got this present moment. You don't have to live in the past. It's safe to be here in the future right now. It's safe to feel that peace in your body. It's okay. And one of the things that has really, truly helped me sit in this peace and this quiet and really feel into my body has been not using this as much. This has been fundamental. But what I've had to realize is actually, and what I'd love to share with you is, I was probably just like you. I'd constantly pick up my phone, have a look at notifications, I'd fling, I'd check, whatever. And I was always doing this. I was always picking up my phone, putting it down, picking up my phone and putting it down. But what I realized is actually I was doing that because my nervous system was always programmed and alert for danger. My nervous system was always like, check what that is, have a look at that. And that's why, for example, social media, getting rid of that has been one of the best things I've done. Because I used to scroll like everybody else, right? Have a quick flick. But when you're in that scroll moment and you're on that social media, you're looking for that endorphin, you're looking for that hit, you're looking for that dopamine fix. But by me actually stopping myself from doing the habit that I had, that's actually allowed me to embrace the peace and the silence. And what I found is actually the more that my body has started to accept the peace and the quiet and the silence, the more amazing and incredible things that have happened. I've actually been able to sit and read. How many of you find it so difficult to read? How many of you don't have any attention span whatever right now? How many of you actually watching this can actually, and maybe comment just here, all right? But how many of you are like, you start watching Netflix, you pick your phone up. You're watching a movie, you pick your phone up. You just can't sit still. But actually, all of that is just all your inner child going, look, be alert, because we have something called the reticular activating system. And that is a part of us that is always scanning for danger continuously over and over. So I want you to know I'm making this video from my own true experience of actually learning to stop using this all the time and doing things that are really helpful have really helped me embrace that peace. But you're not broken. You don't need to go and look for another healing modality. You don't need to go and do more work. It's about accepting how new and strange and weird that feels. So you're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You just need to literally embrace the silence, embrace the peace, and know that you are okay. It's okay that you grew up with chaos, but believe me, watching this video, you deserve, whoever you are watching this, to have the most beautiful, gorgeous, abundant life. You deserve to have that beautiful, peaceful relationship. You deserve to have joy and love life and blue sky, and you deserve to just be happy in your moment. If you did grow up with huge childhood trauma, I know what it's like, and I'm only sharing my experience here to go, do you know what? It has been one of the most testing times of my whole life in the last 3 months to actually embrace this silence and embrace the peace. Because there's a true sign of healing that I want to give you right here. The more that you heal, the more that you start to feel this gorgeous warmth inside your body. And if we look at polyvagal theory, that's called the ventral vagal state. And one of the things that has really helped me stay incredibly regulated is the heat in my body. So, for example, right now I've got a gorgeous, beautiful, warm solar plexus. I've got a lovely, warm heart space, and I've got the heat going up into my shoulders here. And do you know what? It has been this that has made me know that I am okay. So, even when my life has been really quiet, it's been really silent, it's been actually, my body feels safe. Feel that heat, feel that beautiful. So if you are somebody that's starting to feel nice and warm in your solar plexus, or maybe you have the warmth in your heart, or you have the warmth in your chest, or whatever, I want you to know again, that is a gorgeous sign that you are healing. You are making progress on your journey. And yes, Rome wasn't built in a day, but you're getting there. And this video is just, when you do get there, don't freak out, don't panic. It's okay when the silence comes. But your job is to keep reaffirming, keep checking in with your inner child, keep checking in with your parts, talk to your inner team, talk to whatever bit you need to, part known or unknown, and just say, how I'm feeling right now is exactly perfect. There's nothing wrong in this moment. The silence is okay and everything is fine. Anyway, if you'd love to come and work with me, I would absolutely love the opportunity to get you to this space because, oh my God, like you, the person watching this, I want you to feel as amazing and incredible as I do. I want you to feel safe in your body. I want you to feel that heat and everything inside of you. So come and do a session with me. I'd love to be part of your journey, or even better still, do you know what? I have a gorgeous, beautiful school community of people. And those people over there, they're really doing their work. If I could show you some of the stuff over there, it is absolutely mind blowing, and I'd love you to be part of that journey. Anyway, I hope you've taken something from this video because genuinely, honestly, it has been one of the most testing times of my life to have well over 3 months of peace and quiet. No drama, no chaos, but I'm finally getting the hang of it. And do you know the best bit? Last week I managed to read 6 books. I know, quite impressive, hey? Because that's what I'm doing. Because now I'm not on social media. Now I'm not watching TV or doing anything. I'm reading. Why not? Anyway, I hope this made you smile and I hope it made you laugh because I want you to know you are entitled to the peace and quiet in your life. You genuinely are. And if you want to watch more videos around how to heal, how to talk to your parts, etc., check out that playlist up there. Anyway, I hope this video helps. I hope you make it smile because there's nothing wrong with you. You are perfect. You are amazing. And you are entitled to that peace and quiet. I hope it helps. Cheers. Take care. Ta-da. Bye-bye.